Ah, okay. All right, perfect. What are you doing, boys? What are you doing? Here is boiling hot today. So hot. It's like staying in the studio is like staying next to a volcano because the PC is pretty big and the heat that comes from it makes the room like like a fucking sauna. I swear. So crazy, man. So hot, but it's good. Finally, it's summer, but I don't have an AC here. I'm just rented. I got some. Those are like some robots, like some tower robots that gets some cold, but still like in this room, it's so hot anyways. Also, the sun always heating this room. I don't know. Fucking, this is the hottest room in the house, and I have the PC in it. So smart, but it's good. It's good. In fact, later we go in. Guess I'll do some baths here because it's boiling lately. But yeah, good. It's good to have really good weather when the market is being so fucking slow. At the end, a lot better, you know. It's like the whales telling you, "Your boys, let's enjoy summer. We come back later." Basically, what's happening here, you know. I feel like this way because literally, like we've been waiting level for BTC since the start of the week, basically, and we haven't reached yet. It's like we have been in a 2% range all week, basically, but that's what you get. That's what we get in summer, always like this. But but still, let's get some screen sharing going. Here we go. So we already made a live yesterday. Not gonna talk too much on BTC because there's not really much to say about it, but like gonna still rewind a bit what we said yesterday. Okay. So like right now we are in this like mini range, let's say, and we failed to break out twice from this level. Okay. Breakout failed twice. We failed it yesterday afternoon and we failed it tonight. And now it's rejecting a bit. So I feel like this flip idea for now is kind of out of the question. So the opportunity is gonna come here at about 60K. So that's basically the level we've been waiting for that formed here. And you can when you can expect like, yeah, it's not gonna take that much to reach a level 3% lower, but at the end, 3% lower still didn't even get close to it all week. So what can you do? You just gotta wait for those levels to hit, and that's basically actually how we are keeping a pretty solid month so far. We have been patient. We've been waiting our levels, and we've been acting only on our levels being reached, our plans to play out. But we kept a really solid win ratio this month. To be honest, really happy about it. I think we have lost like just 2 trades all months. The win rate is pretty impeccable. We also got some really nice moves, just being patient and wait for our levels to be it. And this is literally, I feel like the best strategy you can get, like in these choppy periods. You should not be like caught rushing into things in the middle, and you should just be waiting for your levels to be it to actually act. So you avoid getting chopped out in the middle and you just act on the solid levels, and that's been working beautifully all month. Like while majority, I'm pretty sure, actually lost money this month, we actually made a ton of money this month. We caught some really good trades overall, so I'm really happy about how we're playing. and I feel like we're gonna still have to be playing it that way um, throughout the summer. But still, we still caught some really good opportunities. But it's not the conditions where you just wake up, you're like, oh, I like this alt, and just jump into it. Because alts can be really sensible to BTC lately, as the liquidity is low, odds get hammered a lot more, and so you just gotta be waiting for those key levels to be it before rushing into things. And so it's been working beautifully for so far, and we will see. So now for BTC, as we said, two things I'm looking at: either a flip of this level above or a retest of this lower support area. This could make also like a little, let's say, pre-dive pattern. Yeah. So we got accumulation, deviation, deviation here, and then we could get expansion afterwards, even towards 68K again. This is the main idea. That's what I'm looking at the moment. And this is pretty solid, I would say, as an idea, right? This could be like, I think, the best scenario. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. Also, the fact we had this little range forming gear before possibly doing this, it also gives me more confidence about this could be a really good tree drive pattern into some higher prices. So let's keep an eye for that, and I really hope we get this level tested soon, so we can try some plays out. Okay. So you have a look at BTCD. So BTCD, we actually made a drawing there. Like it was last week's stream, and like this squiggle actually played out pretty nicely, to be honest, as you can see. And like we are actually getting really close to support. So this could mean like that could be some capital rotating into BTC soon. We got some bad rejections since we got the deviation, but we are reaching out a really important level of support. BTCD. So let's see how this is gonna act soon. But this was played out pretty perfectly, the way we planned it. The squiggle that was basically perfect. But yeah, we're getting close to support on it, so be careful on jumping straight into things, because this could give like some BTC dominance to push soon. But let's see how this level is gonna when it gets reached. Eat BTC. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good, to be honest. I think this is bottomed out also with the ETF coming soon. This is pretty solid, in my opinion. This looks pretty good. And I feel like for now, it is still the better choice over BTC. But I feel like the real fun gonna start once we flip this like 0.6 area here. Once we flip that, I feel like it's gonna be like that's where the fun gonna be. So let's keep an eye on ETH BTC. But this is looking solid so far. Nice reclaim here, good retest. So this could be like still moving higher. Okay, you could still move higher. Let me check the USDT chart. Wow. So actually, we got a test of this level. It was a while I wasn't checking the USDT chart because I was more focused on other stuff. But Yeah, this actually went exactly on our support level. And the last time we said, look, until you don't get this flip here, that's gonna probably go for the lower level here. And we actually did test that level. And since we actually got that test, this is actually been trading pretty decently here. Like the strength on it is a lot more like visible than on BTC, to be honest. So I mean, it makes sense. Like you need less liquidity to move it other than BTC. Like for sure, you need less liquidity than BTC to move it. But let's have a look here how it's gonna act when ETH BTC gonna reach the zero point 0.6 area. But overall, it better looking than BTC. Also, like if you get another test of this level down here, that's probably gonna be like a really good entry for your trade. And we'll see. We'll see. We are keeping an eye on everything here. All right. So we got some AVAX. AVAX looks really good here. We actually took the first TP on the trade because why not? I mean, it's a really solid trade here. We caught a really good bottom. 18% move on it. I'll take it every day of the week, especially with those conditions. We're getting close to a resistance level, so that's why I wanted to actually take some profits out of it. But overall, pretty solid trade. If we flip that 30 level, I mean, we can really get anywhere on it. It looks great. Uh, but really solid trade. Nothing to say about it. Just pushed straight up since we got into it. So yeah, really solid, really good setup here, really good support. They got tested even in the weekly, especially as you can see here, really good looking. But yeah, let's see if we can get more push out of this. Feel like we can, definitely can. But if the market gonna recover, IVAX is gonna recover pretty nicely, I would say, for sure. Okay. Any questions, guys? In the meanwhile, I said before about ENS, and it seems like once again it's failing to reclaim this level here. But I feel like that if BTC gets like the little, oh my god, if BTC gets the little push higher, this is gonna break out. But still, for now, this is still under resistance. As you can see here, it's failing to break above it. We talked about this resistance last week. It was right there. And as you can see, like I told, look, um, don't have FOMO into it. In fact, since the last trade we got, last stream, then it dumped like 24% out of this level. But here again, as you can see, we tried to flip this level again at 28. Now it's failing and it's back below it. So I don't think it's gonna break out anytime soon. Again, might reject more, and then after maybe even try again, and maybe next time get the flip finally. But for now, as you can see, no close above. Start rejecting once again. 4 hour as well. I don't like the 4 hour here. As you can see, the big week above, sell pressure get like got in and faked out once again. So I feel like you can get you. I don't really like in this case. You asking me like if you like where would they bid, and what they tell you is I would prefer actually bidding a breakout from that level, because in that case we would be aiming at a move to like $40 as we saw last week as well. I'm gonna show you again what I mean. Let me show you. So if we flip that 28 level, I'm pretty sure it's gonna reach like this 40 level. So I would rather like wait for this flip and then we long it, other than just bid lower and then reject again at 28 and then maybe even get out of the position, right? So I'm waiting for the $28 flip and then I'm gonna buy it on it. But till that 28 is not flipped, I don't feel like, that's a big roof right there. That's a big level. But once it flips, I feel like it's gonna run to 40 really fast. So I would be buying as soon as that level gets flipped. And I let you guys know for sure. As always, I let you guys know when I buy. But I will be buying it because this is one of the best looking chart, I would say. Like considering the BTC weakness, like this is holding up really well. He's keeping the price up. He's actually like testing this level really hard. So I feel like he's gonna break at some point, but I don't feel like he could still reject. Like he could still do this, reject again, and then flip and go. And I would rather avoid all of this and then just get into this, you know. I prefer this, I don't like, this I like, right? So I'm gonna buy the breakout. As soon as we have the breakout, I'm gonna buy into it. Okay. Ena. So I know a lot of people follow this coin, but the thing is, like, it's in price discovery, but to the downside. So when a coin like this goes in price discovery, but to the downside, first of all, you don't have really a level to bid on because it's all-time low. So in these cases, what I would always want to say, like, it's get some strength going, and then from there I will enter. And we saw some example of the same thing yesterday, you know. So like until you don't see strength, it's not a buy for me. But this is what I would wait. Some structure changing, some strength coming in, some buying pressure coming in. And in that case, that's where I would be looking to buy into. And that works for basically every other coin, like DIM, and other coins that are at all-time lows. After that, like maybe there were fresh listings and the market just went down only. Those coins, you just wait for some strength to come in because those coins can still run a lot. Don't get me wrong, yeah. But before they do so, they might drop a lot more. So you want to be careful trading those coins, and you just wait um, for those buyers to step in to actually get into some exposure. That's at least how I work. And but yeah, in this case, for example, just if we look at the price action how it is right now, if you start seeing some reclaim of that level, for example, that could be a trade right there. That could be your trade. Oh, no. I don't use fib extensions though. I just use my levels. So we got a big retest there on MKR. Really big retest right there. It looks good. But right here we are under res again. This is big res. Big res. So an entry here. Yes. Could be like either this flip or this retest. Yeah, I mean, you can get a scalp going and then you opt for that breakout there. So yeah, this is what I see for MKR. Definitely one of the best charts out there. Like they kept a really good structure here. Good retest on an important level there. So this definitely looks pretty good. But right now we're big res right there. Ah, acro. There was some news. This seems like some news price action here. Yeah, I mean, like this is really scammy coin, I would say. Here we got some important liquidity taken. Here seems like it's facing some resistance, also some liquidity taking. So could be a no-no for me. But if you get a retest down there, then could be a buy. But this seems like a news event price action right here. I don't know about it, but this might be looking like a news. Seems like it. I don't know if I'm wrong, but yeah, definitely like I would not be buying here, especially after some big grabs of liquidity big grabs. So I feel like you can even get after a move like this, usually those get at least halfway retraced, and that's where a big support stands at right now. So I would say like if the news that happened are good, then we could easily go down here and get this possibly. Okay. It's a question position I have. I mean, AR from much higher, 29.89. Do you think it's possible to get out break even from here? We should test lower first. That is in spot. So I'm first gonna just look at it in a technical way. And then I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. So this is definitely not a bad looking coin overall. It isn't. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is basically a range right there. No, it doesn't look bad at all, man. Yeah, I feel like yes, you can definitely go back and break even. So I feel like technically speaking, yes, you can definitely get back to break even. The only thing I want to empathize on is if you buy spot, like um, you should be certain about what you're buying, and like also you should be having your own idea about what the cycle gonna look like. As I said already, for me the cycle hasn't even started. Uh, Mainly like the main part of the cycle hasn't even started. So that's why I'm pretty positive on it. in the next months or anything. So it all depends on you, man. For me, for example, I can even get big drawdowns on my position, and I would not care that much because I'm bullish on the market in the next months, you know. So for me, I have no problem holding, so I have no doubts about my decisions and my investments. So that's the way I see right now the things. And you should not be buying something that you're not uh, certain about in spot, especially for mid to long term, right? You should be certain about what you're buying. You should be chilling, even if your position is down a lot. You should be chilling and knowing that your position gonna go back to profit at some point. You know, so that's what I suggest right now, especially in those parts of the cycle. You know, that's kind of what differentiate bear market to bull market is the fact that in bull market you can hold your positions for months, year, and not worry about them, right? While in bear market, you're gonna be in and out of positions. So you should be taking advantage of bull market and buy into projects you believe in. And that's how your spot should be looking like. So even if you get some hits on it, if you get some downside on it, you should be chilling overnight and knowing your project's gonna go back to profits. So that's the way you should be looking like at your spot positions, especially if that's something you want to be holding for a while. You should not be worrying about how the position look like, you know, because you just see them in an investing standpoint, right? So just let it be. But yeah, out of all these rants, you know, I just want to tell you, like, yeah, can definitely go back to break even. It's not that far, uh, and the chart doesn't look bad at all. Like this seems like a big range, and right now it's sitting at the range low, so it doesn't look bad at the moment. Guys, I need to get some water, or I'm gonna fucking die. Jesus, it's so hot. We're really like sweating in this room. Holy moly. All right. Don't have AC? No, I don't really have an AC. It's more like a tower that gets some fresh air out. But it's not like an AC. Also, this room with the PC is so fucking hot. It's like a sauna. So it doesn't matter. When it's hot, the PC uh, puts out hot air. So when I'm sitting there on the spot, I get all the hot air coming from the lower part of the table. So there's really not much anything can do right there. It's like a little sauna spot. So I was fucking boiling, man. I had to stand up and get some water. Which city in Italy, man? I'm not gonna tell you exactly the city, but in the north. In the north. But the thing about north is like in the south of Italy is more open. You have the sea close. In the north, it's like the air is more still. So it's like you feel the hot a lot more because there is no wind. It's like a big spot in the north. It's like no mountains, nothing is all flat in Italy. So it's like the hair doesn't come. I'm like in the middle of it, and so there is no wind, nothing. So that's what makes really hot. You know, there is no wind, nothing. I have a long from last dip entry at 58.8. A break, so close a break even. Should I keep it running or close it? I mean, 58 is a pretty good entry right there. 58, 80. It's a pretty good entry. Basically the bottom. I mean, don't take this as financial advice, but if you believe this could be a bottom for BTC, like, if you look at the grand things, like we are overall a range low. Even in the past, we chopped here in this area for a bit. But like if you see BTC here, overall we are in range low, so it doesn't look bad at all. Like you basically got a bottom of it, so it makes sense to try to hold the position. Like right here, we are in that spot of the market where it makes sense to hold the position for a bit longer. And like if you get stop break even, then it's part of the things, But like this is actually a spot where it could make sense to try to hold the position and try to swing them till like I don't know 70k, 71k, considering this as on BTC as a range. So right now we're range low, and range low usually brings the range high, unless it breaks down. But you know, unless it breaks down, this is still range low. So all right, DQ. Is this one? Where can I find more data? I feel like it's this one, yeah. So yeah, there is not much data on it. Uh, but it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Like as you can see, all the way here, there is really not much spots. But I like when this makes like this kind of pattern right there. Could be doing a little breakout here as well. It doesn't look bad at all. There is not much data to tell you, like certainly about this. In fact, the way I usually trade those coins usually is like if they flip the this level here, usually like if they do something like this, that's where I would trade them, you know. But right here is certainly not one of the weakest coin. Seems like it's getting some strength coming in, so it's definitely a coin you should be looking at. And this you can get any entry, and if you get a lower low, you should get out. Like if you get a pullback here, something like this, but if the price goes here and then just dried off, that's an exit for you. Really simple trade right there. Because I see some strength on it, so if he gets a new low, then it's kind of invalidated. ONG. I ate the price action on this. When they look like this, I fucking hate them. Like when they're so like when they are like this, they're shaky. They just up down up down. I hate those coins. But really hard as well to fucking chart those because they're super fucking choppy. But like the price action is shit. It doesn't really respect any level, to be honest. But this could be a level for it, leaving a little deviation here. And yeah, right here you have this other like 4 hour level. But as you can see, it doesn't respect it. So it's weird as fuck to trade this coin. So yeah, for me, I don't know what to tell you because I hate trading coins like this. Because it's like it just goes everywhere. It's like for me, I don't like price actions like this. Like I would like even look at this shit, man. What the fuck? Like what the fuck is this? Boom, boom, just down, up everywhere, man. It's like so random. Uh, yeah, it's like so fucking random. Like even if he pushes, like look at this, he pushes and then he dies completely and then just reclaims and just pushes. It's so weird, man. I would not touch this coin. I would not touch this, man. Definitely not. Like, look at this, man. What the fuck? Like, boom, big push, completely retraced. Like, what? Yeah, nah, I wouldn't touch this coin, man. To be honest, there are so many better coins with better price action. It looks like a cardiac alert. Yes, man, it does. It does, definitely does. You know, you kind of can see where there are coins where, like, they respect the levels, they have group price actions. Those are the ones you want to trade. And then there are those coins that, yes, you can get a trade going on them, definitely. But the thing is that it's so random, like it could go like either way, really. QNT. This is definitely another one that's not the healthiest in the world because of the fact that it's like it lost this level here. It got I mean, you have some bullish ideas on it. You got an entry at 70, you said 70.5, so it's basically a bottom. Yeah, I mean, I would say like here on this case, move your trade at break even, man. Because this is definitely not of the strongest looking coin. You want to be looking at coins that, like, since BTC bottomed out, they are showing some relief, some bids. Because, like, if you bid into strength, you're more like safe. It's like more there are beats alive. People are looking at the coin. If the coin just keeps dropping and dumping and making new lows, while BTC isn't even went close to making new lows, that those coins usually are red flag for me. And what I say is not that this coin never gonna recover. What I say that it could be recovering, but you want to be waiting for that strength to kick in before actually getting action into these coins, right? So wait for that strength to come in, and then you can act on it. 77 AP? I don't know, because right here there could be already some resistance right here. It's a bit weird though. Put your stop break even. Yes, he could reach 77. Definitely could. But This also is a bearish pattern for me. Is a descending triangle. So it's not best looking. But yeah, move break even. Okay, where is my other chart for it? We actually got a really massive trade at the time on BCH. And right here, this is a really good support for it. It doesn't look bad at all. This is a big level for BCH that I have tracked since a while. As you can see here, like big level for BCH. This looks pretty good. Also the strength there, you can see like it's not a coin that just died. It's like a coin that held pretty good. And if BTC decides to recover, then this coin is gonna do really well. But yeah, it's definitely sitting on a big level right here. And yeah, you can definitely scale in. Also, if you expect BTC to be bottoming at around this area, that could be a nice add of confluence, right? If you get that. Because BCH is one coin is related strictly to BTC. So if BTC gonna trade well, then expect BCH to trade well as well, right? But yeah, as you can see here, we have a really solid level, and it looks great. It's not a coin that just got destroyed by life in this last period. So there's good signs for it. Man, is BTC not gonna give us the level once again? So boring, man. Please, please, BTC. Yeah, I know it will. I know it will, but when? It's been all week we have been waiting for the level, taking years for even a decently close level to get reached. Like usually, like those 3% moves, you get them in a day, but lately to get a 3% move, you need like a week or two. So it's been pretty boring. Nothing to say. But as I said before, that's what's been working for us lately. Just waiting our levels, wait for those levels to hit and act on them instead of getting chopped in the middle. And that's what we're doing. But yeah, man, lately it's been a pretty rough game of patience. But that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, it's Friday, weekend is right there. So yeah, definitely. That's what I'm waiting for. 59, 60K. That's what I'm looking at. And with a bit of patience, we will get it. You just need to don't stay here. Like, you just play through alerts, man, and just make your life, to be honest. Because that's the best way. Instead of like, if you stay here all day and look and wait for those levels to be hit, at some point you're gonna lose patience, start overtrading, getting chopped up, and it's not good right now. Like that's what market wants you to do, is to lose patience and to bet when you are in the middle of nowhere because you're there all day, you're just looking, waiting, and you're like, fuck, man, I want to do something. I want to enter in a trade. I'm not making money. And like that force you to take some unnecessary trades and get chopped in the middle. While you just need to, be patient, wait for those levels to be it. And then when they do, act on them. That's literally all it is the secret right now for you to even make some money. Like as I said, all month this month we got just two stops where one was on it when we tried when we bet on that mid-range holding and it didn't. And I don't remember even what was the other one, but really solid months. Like considering those conditions, man, I would say like perfect month. But yeah, I mean, right now, all's idea, everything is all dependent on this little boy right here called BTC. So till you don't get those level tested, you might get a flush, you might get whatever, you want to see like and act based on price action. And also lately, limits are not really the best, to be honest, because you can get those flushes going, you can get those big weeks going, so you risk to get stopped out and then uh, get back to your break even. So what I'm doing lately is literally just putting my alert in a certain level, see how price reacts when it get reached, and then from there take action and get some into some positions. In fact, the other day we waited when we reached our level, we got into AVAX, although we are still riding those trades and they're going pretty good. But for now, man, there's really not much you can do. Also with the weekends, a weekend right here, your best bet right here is just place your alerts and wait for them to be it to actually enter some positions. Okay, but yeah, guys, feel like it's time for me to nearly go. So I'm gonna take a shower and everything because I'm boiling. Uh, but yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the live as always, and we will catch you Sunday for sure. Saturday. Saturday is always a day off because he never ups anything. Like even last week, man. Last week was crazy on Saturday. This was Saturday last week. Like look at this shit. Like look at this shit, man. This was Saturday last week. It was crazy, man. No, not a single movement. But then on Sunday starts waking up, so we'll catch you on Sunday. All right, guys. Unless if we get our level eat, then we will. I will be back. Will be here with you guys. All right. Perfect. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and have a good weekend. Bye bye.